Tamadoge Army. Welcome back to the channel. I'm your host today, Paul Wiseall. You're probably thinking, that isn't the guy we normally have for our AMAs and our updates. That's right, Jon Bishop is actually off this week. He's not been very well. So I spoke to him the other day and we decided this is a great opportunity for me to get to know you guys and for you to get to know me a little bit better. So who am I? Well, I've told you my name's Paul, but what I'm here to do is to head up the marketing for Tamadoge and get all that good noise moving. I know there was a lot of big activity in the pre-sale times. Now we want to take that and grow it. We want everything going on in the next few months and across the rest of 2023. I want as much noise as possible. And a lot of that starts with you folks in our community. You have built this thing as far as we are right now. And I think it's really important that we work with you to get your best ideas and really make those things happen. But we'll come back to that shortly. First though, I just want to tell you a little bit about me. So my background is firmly in marketing. One of my biggest things, I ran all the consumer marketing for a big fintech and data warehouse. And that covered everything from user acquisition and digital ads all the way up to television, billboards, and at one point we even sponsored a wingsuit, which is one of those sort of squirrel suits that people dive out of planes in. And you know, we haven't got that in the plan yet for Tamadoge, but why not? I want ideas like that. So right now we are building. That's the really cool thing. So I've been here about 4 weeks now, and we're putting together a really quite exciting team. So I'm confident in the next few weeks, we'll be able to introduce you to the people that are coming on board. So these job roles range from people doing content and campaigns and looking at, okay, what are we doing every single month of the year to bring that drumbeat of noise and excitement about Tama, all the way up to a community manager who's going to work directly with you folks. He's coming in, he's really cool, and he's got a very, very good background, and he's going to be bringing you all the noise. So when he and I and Jon and Ozan and the rest are all in meetings, I want him to come out and I want him to give you updates as we've had them. So not only will you be getting updates from Jon and hopefully some more from me, but you'll be hearing more about all those things as they're happening. And hopefully that should give you a really good opportunity to then feed back as it's happening. Because as I said, we want you guys telling us what you're after. We're already hearing it, and you know, I am already on the Discord and Telegram channels. If you look for me, I'm there, and I'm listening, and the mods are giving me all your feedback and your comments and your questions. And one of those questions actually is like, what am I liking about Tamadoge right now? And actually I think that's one of them. I've as I said, I've worked in a number of places, and it's fascinating to see just how powerful the community is here. There are companies out there who will pay millions to try to get people to advocate for their product and to get them engaged. Actually, this isn't about product. This is about community. This is about people getting behind this and loving it. And it all stems from you guys. And I want to find ways to reward that as well. I really want to find ways to do that. So I'll be interested to hear some of your ideas. But to give you an idea of some of the ideas that we're having, you know, I'm really keen on some form of referral scheme. So as you bring other people in to come and play our games, you know, we should be rewarding you for doing that. It shouldn't just be us benefiting. So bear with us on that one. And the other question I've got is, what's the most interesting thing I've seen since I've come in? I got to be honest, there was a thing a couple of weeks ago. You might have seen it on Telegram. We nicknamed it Pacogate. There was one chap came in and suddenly was at the top of the leaderboard and got called out, and we did some investigation. And it turns out that person had cheated. Now we have kicked them off, and they are no longer part of this community or the leaderboards. But no, thank you very much, guys, for spotting that, and we've addressed that entirely. massive props actually to Mega Daddy, who, as far as I'm aware, is the first one to call that one out. And Mega Daddy, I've got to say, I had a quick look and then I stumbled across your YouTube channel. So you might have seen a comment from me the other day. I'm loving what you're doing. I think everybody in the community should follow you on YouTube because your videos are great and I want you to keep doing more. Yeah, really great stuff. And actually on that point, we are trying to grow this YouTube channel more. So I don't know if you know, there used to be a huge amount of subscribers. Something happened with Google and we lost all of them. This was just before I joined, not making excuses, but we want to build it back up. So please do the classic thing of like, comment and subscribe. Let's help get this thing back up and running, because as we get further into this, as I said, we want more voices, we want more engagement. I want to get you guys, on here. Wouldn't it be cool to have an interview with Mega Daddy, who has been atop a leaderboard I don't know how many times? I want to know why he's so good, how he's so good. So, help us grow this thing. Anyway, you're here for an AMA. We have been collecting questions over the last week and a bit, and I've got a few different ones here. And the very first one I've got is from Twitter. It is, one second while I pull it up. It is from Sander Van Hertem, who says, good question, how are you guys planning to raise the price of your token? Really good point. I mean, I've mentioned some of the marketing things that we're trying to do and build it up to really grow. We've already shown you the roadmap, the public roadmap, the things that we're doing. But I want to tell you just briefly about this thing that we internally is calling V2. I mean, I'll have to leave that to Jon largely to give you more information on this, because he's the one who's really driving this forward. But the sorts of things that Jon is talking about for V2 are really exciting. We've got things like a decentralized exchange with new coins in that exchange. He's talking about things like burns, expanding the Tamaverse. He's been talking to me recently about swaps and pairs with the NFTs, a meme coin gaming incubator. And he's also been talking about different geographies, which, from my point of view is fascinating. And right now he's talking quite a lot about China. I don't know any more about that. We'll have to wait for him to give us more information. But it is an awful lot of different things happening right now and being discussed. So believe me, we have got firm eyes on trying to raise that token price, and we will. We're just the brand new team coming in. It's going to be really exciting, guys. So just stick with us a bit more. But what it will be the public roadmap, but expanded into something really exciting. Hopefully that answered your question. Anyway, moving on. I've got one here from Telegram. Andrei Lakovic says, who is the owner of the Tamadoge project? Good question. I guess you could say it's Jon as our CEO. But really, it's all of us, right? Because if you think about it, Jon is running the show, but I'm, looking after the marketing, trying to get some more stories out there and more visuals. But then you guys are the ones who are really making it happen. Up till now, you've been there every step of the way. Everything from, buying the tokens and NFTs to playing the games to engaging on Telegram and Discord and Twitter, and giving us good ideas and sharing questions here. So while you could say it's Jon, I like to think it's all of us. And I'm hoping in the next few weeks, we'll actually do more to really pull the community into what we're doing and the different decisions we're making. So hopefully you can feel a bit more ownership about that as well. Okay, so next question I've got is from Discord. It is Train to You says, I noticed on the roadmap the ability to buy game credits with Fiat in the works. What is the status and progress on this improvement? Well, that is all going to come with some mobile updates that are coming very soon. I can't give you a specific date myself. Jon hopefully will be able to next time you speak to him. But I can tell you that is firmly coming. And mobile is paramount to everything that we're doing, because it makes sense, right? You can sit and play at your desktop and you can play the games, and that's fun. They're cool. But actually, I want to be playing them when I'm waiting for the bus to go into the office, or if I am waiting around and I've just got a few minutes to kill. I want to be able to jump on then. So the mobile is going to be really important, and those updates with the Fiat game credits, that's all coming there. Okay, so just stay tuned on this one. You also ask burn ticker. Okay, so you're asking about a burn ticker. Could we actually have something on the site that shows burns as they're happening? Well, that isn't currently in the roadmap. However, it may be part of V2. So just stick with us here. We may announce something about that, but it isn't in the current public roadmap. Cool. Right, next one we have PY29P. I've seen you before. Always loads of questions from PY29P. Hopefully I've said that right. Or Pi29P. Just keep them coming. I'm going to answer a bunch of these. You've got quite a few though, so I'm not sure how many I will get through here. But first one is, would you like to do games like Tama Zombie, solo and multiplayer mobile games where you go through zombie waves with a Tama soldier? Yes, I love that. It's not in the roadmap right now, but I think we should definitely feed it in and see if it's a possibility. I'm a big fan of zombie games. Going back to Left 4 Dead. Left 4 Dead, I think, is one of the greatest games ever made. And even now I'm playing, I think, Vampire Survivalists on my phone. And it's, anything like that I'm all about. Cool, let's feed that in. Let's see how that lands. Next question you've got, would you be interested in making partnerships with famous dogs on the internet? Yeah. Who doesn't love a cool dog profile, right? I've got a cool little dog. I say he's cool. I think he's cool. He's got a couple hundred followers, so we probably won't be using him. But yeah, if there's dogs out there who want to get involved with us, they should be our influencers. I'd be well up for this. Please send me any that you think would be really interesting. We'll go check them out and we'll see what we can do there. It's interesting actually, because we had somebody else ask recently about, could we tie up with a dog food brand? How cool is that? So yeah, it's something to explore. I mean, there are so many different things that we could do, that we should be doing. Maybe we shouldn't be doing yet, but in the far-flung future we should. And we're adding them all into the mix. So keep these coming through, and we'll see what we can do there. Next question is, oh my God, it's called growth strategy, and there are lots and lots of points around here. So I will just geography, distribution. I'll give you an idea. Okay, so a lot of this will be coming in V2. We've got the public roadmaps. You can see what the plan is right now as it stands, but V2 is really all about growth. It's about noise, and it's for both gamers and holders, right? Because some people don't want to play the game, but they really want the token to grow. Some people just want to play games. Some people want both. Hopefully our strategy should really make everybody excited, no matter what you're interested in with Tama. We'll also, to that point about geographies, we'll talk about that as well. I've already mentioned actually that Jon has been talking about things like China. I think he's very interested in exploring there. What can we do? What are the opportunities? And we'll have to leave that for probably him to update you on next time. But really interesting, and I love that you're asking these questions about stuff like this, because it's what we're asking every day. So keep them again coming. PY29P, I'm gonna move past you only because there's more here, but we've got one from Mitch that says, at what milestones do you actually want to do proper marketing again? I mean marketing intensity, like during the pre-sale phase. Cool. That is what we are going through now. That is what we're putting together. So we had the big push in pre-sale, and then I've come in, Jon's come in, Ozan's come in, we've got the other people coming into the team, and now is where it's all going to start bubbling. So just give us a few weeks and then it's going to start hitting. I've said about V2 and I've said I can't say much, but there is cool things there. But even now, we've got all this noise starting to happen, and hopefully, seeing me makes a bit of difference and helps you know that we're starting to take this really seriously. But there will be big spend, there'll be big visuals, and I hope we can bring the community along firmly with us on that. Okay, next question. We've got Matt Heaven that says, will everything on the roadmap that is there be done in the 15 months? Will it all be done by December 2023? Yeah. I mean, if we can, we're there to make this stuff happen. I mean, I don't know why you're concerned about delivery, in all honesty. As I said, I've been here like 4 weeks, and in that time, we've already delivered 3 games. Right? And then we've got another game coming out next week, Tama Blast. And then after that, we've got Tama Run. And beyond that, you've seen the roadmap, but we've got more coming. I've told you, mobile is really hot on my list, but we've got so many more core things coming. Jon is a guy who delivers. That is what he's done all his professional life. That's why he's been brought in. Guys, you're going to see some really cool stuff between now and December 2023. So please don't worry about that. Okay, next question. Megadaddy. Megadaddy, thank you. It says, hey Jon, I'm wondering if there'll be any NFT. Hey Jon, come on man, this was my AMA. No worries, I'm joking. You say, I'm wondering if there'll be any NFT lending system incorporated in the future. That way people can try out different NFTs before buying, and NFT owners can make a little extra on their pups. That's a cool idea. I mean, yeah, we should explore that. I'll speak to the team. I mean, in real life, I told you, I've got a dog, little dog, love him. But sometimes when I've got to go for meetings and things, I don't want to leave him on his own. So I use a service called Borrow My Doggy, which there's people around me who just want to look after a dog for the day, but they can't have one all the time. So I take him and they look after him and they get all that enjoyment. And at the end of the day, I get him back and he's really happy. So I'm happy. Why wouldn't we be doing that with the NFTs? And, people can enjoy them, it can grow them, and then in the end you get it back. I think we should be exploring that. So yeah, really good question. Thank you for that. We'll pass it into the team. We'll see what we can do. Next, PY29P is back. We've got another one. It says, is it planned to be able to share videos of gaming experience on social media? It will allow the community to share its gaming experience for more fun. Yeah, man. Yeah, you're almost reading my brain here. I think this is where it starts, because it's not just like sharing it so it's more fun around the community. It's so other people can see it's fun. People who haven't thought of the game, who haven't seen it before, but might see your socials. They're the people we want coming in and playing to really grow this thing out. What I can tell you is score sharing is coming soon. And I don't know the dates on the rest, but sharing is really important. But score sharing, so as you hit the leaderboard, to be able to click a button and you get a really nice graphic straight onto your social medias, that's in the immediate pipeline. So bear with us on that one. Next question is... Okay, I might mispronounce this. Still from Discord. Is it Dirtamilo? Dirtamilo. I'm going to go with that. Hey, Dirtamilo. So you've got a long old thing here. And basically it says, can you explain your plans to engage with the Tamadoge Army and community again? And you make a really good set of points here about the fact that, yeah, you guys have really made this thing happen. You, as you say here, you've spent money on NFTs, you've shouted the noise, you've beta tested, you've been part of this. Yeah, absolutely. This is really important to us. And what is also important is the different communities. So if you are, why should you be on Discord channel and the Telegram one? Is there something really good about being part of Discord or Twitter? And, how do we engage you and work with you and make sure that you're having the best experience, you're heard, but also you're rewarded for being part of it and engaging. So we've got a lot of plans there. Hopefully some of the bits I've already said, but there will be more and more and more. But what we're going to do in the next few weeks, Ozan and I have been talking about how do we learn from you guys about what more you want to see? So we're probably going to look to put together some form of survey to actually put out to you and gather that information back so we can really see it and help that shape how we engage the community as best as possible. So yeah, get your feedback then. Next question, we have got Matt Heaven back again. Matt Heaven, I like you. You address this to me. Hi, Paul. And John. Yeah. How do you plan on making Tamadoge a household name in the gaming metaverse industry? And second question, where do you see the best avenues for marketing skills to make the Tamadoge product excel? Okay. There is lots to marketing. And I told you my background, I did everything from online ads to television to stunts and events. We're looking at all of those. What are the things that we should be doing? Where should we be seen? Where should we be going? How do we bring real faces into this as well? Because, it's all well and good having a really interesting coin and brand and a bunch of games. But actually, I want to see the gamers behind it. I want to see the real people who are engaging and actually winning. Because I think for me, that's really important. Personally, that instills trust. If I can see that real people are part of this, then that is something I want to engage with a bit more. But to give you a bit more of an idea as well, this is a really good question, by the way. So I like this. One of the things that I'm thinking about how do we make it a household name is sometimes there's a bit of a barrier with Web3. Right? So when we talk about a lot of the Web3 things and the terminology, we can use words that not everybody would understand. And if you think about, maybe you have a loved one, maybe a grandparent or your mum who enjoys a game like Candy Crush, right? Will sit and play that. And on their phone, if they run out of credits or they want to keep going, they're then quite happy to put their credit card details in and play a bit more. But with Web3, if you pull them through as we are, and then they start playing, and then you say, cool, add a wallet, connect your wallet, they're instantly, they're not sure because it's brand new terminology for them. So this is part of our challenge. And so we really want to work with you guys to figure out how best to convey it to loved ones who aren't really Web3 sorts of people, but without alienating the current community. If you think about it, it's an interesting challenge, but I think that is how we can really drive it through into being a household name. Combine that with billboards saying Tamadoge. I think we're onto a winner, folks. That's my thinking. But more on that soon. Next question. I think we're coming up towards the last question here, which is probably good because I think I've been boring you for long enough. We're almost at 23 minutes. This is from Zoomatung. Zoomatung, it says, hi, John. Come on, guys. You've got 3 here. It says, I was wondering if you or the other mods have additional information about the stated points in the white paper. And you've put regular marketing events, pet store and battling leaderboard, and additional listings for Tama. Cool. Good question. Okay, cool. You've got one more actually at the bottom, but I'll finish with that one. So in the white paper, so regular marketing events, yes. I've already said it's really important that we are seen and we're out and about. We want to be attending things, but I also think we want to host events at some point in the future. We want to get people together, right? Again, it's about getting that human face behind these things and really bringing the community together there. But events aren't just offline, they're also online. So we're looking at what can we do online for events. This hopefully should grow, but it's going to start with a few more competitions. Now, I know competitions were done in the past, but we're going to do more and more and more. And it's actually going to start next week with an NFT competition. So I've already got this with John, all agreed, we're ready to go. So next week, every game will have the chance to win 4 rare NFTs. It will go to, in each game, number 1, 2, and 3 on the leaderboard at the end of the week. And then there's 1 wildcard rare NFT. So no matter where you are on the leaderboard, as long as you've played that week and you've engaged, there is a chance you're going to get a rare. So next week, keep an eye out for it, guys. And when it comes out, play, because that's going to be a big chance to get that. And we'll be announcing those the week after. Okay. Next one, pet store and battling leaderboard. Yeah, it's coming. V2. Just V2. Wait for Jon next week, but V2. Week after. And then additional listings for Tama. Yeah, actually, that's a really good point. And all I can say at the moment is we have some potentially very interesting news coming. I can't say what it is, as you can imagine, but the moment we can, it will be announced. It'll be out to you guys. Hopefully even before we hear from Jon next, but there is news coming around that. And then finally, Zumatang, you have said it'd be nice if you could give us some behind the scenes information about your daily work on Tama. Okay, I can tell you a bit about this. I don't want to bore you, but it's weird. My job is so cool right now because I feel like I'm doing a little bit of everything. But how every day always starts is at 10 a.m. every day. After we've got ourselves together, got our things sorted, we all get together as a team meeting. So no matter where we are based around the world, we get together and we do a stand-up. And that's my meeting to host. And at that meeting, we go around everybody from the marketing guys to our brand new marketing artist, to head of gaming, Ozan, to Jon, to myself, asking, okay, what are you doing today? And do you need anybody? And what do we need to get this to the next stage? And we do that every single morning. And then otherwise, my day really varies. So today, for example, I was looking at these AMA questions, and then I was working on a game manual. So I'm really excited about this, actually. We're putting together a bit of a game manual FAQ type thing to go on the website so people can find the answers that they're looking for. And I'm hoping to grow that out. I don't want to just be an FAQ thing. I want to be filled with lore. I want it to be filled with everything about Tama and the stories around the Doge. But then after that, I jumped into a call with Jon and the product team, looking at the roadmap that's coming and, okay, what do we need to get there and what do we need from design things? So it really varies very much. Last week, it was a lot of interviews, for example, as we're putting this team together. So it's exciting right now, is what my day is like. But yeah, hopefully next time I speak to you, I'll be able to tell you even more things I didn't even expect to be doing. So anyway, that is for now the majority of all the questions. I don't want to, sort of keep talking at you, but I really hope to get to do some more of these because actually this has been pretty fun. So the key things are, folks, is community. I want to engage more with you. We will be putting together surveys and things, but I want your questions. I want your thoughts. I want how can we make these things better, because maybe we've thought about that as an idea. Maybe it's on our list. Maybe it's not, but we should have it there just in case. I want you to help us grow this channel. Tell people to like and subscribe it, because between us, we'll grow this out and we'll keep it all bubbling. And then finally, the NFT competition next week. Keep eyes out. We'll be announcing more information about it. But as I said, each game, there'll be three. The top three players will each get a rare NFT at the end of the week. And then there'll be one wildcard one going out to somebody on each leaderboard. So keep an eye out for it, folks. Anyway, thank you very much. It's been really cool speaking to you. And I'll catch you soon. Thanks.